We're here today at the Northeast State Community College Aviation Technology Hangar with two recent graduates of the aviation program. And if y'all could just introduce yourselves, and then I'll ask you a couple questions about your degrees.
Okay, my name's Chris Vicars.
I'm Dalton Cordle. I'm a student here as well.
And y'all are from,
I'm from Johnson City.
I'm from Bristol.
and sort of explain how long it took you to do this and what you actually did at Northeast, and then what you have pursued or are pursuing beyond that. We can start with
It was
Chris.
a 18-month program. Started it in January of 2021 and just recently graduated. And I also have my A&P certificate, airframe and power plant, which this program allowed me to do.
Okay. And
I'm also working on my A&P right now. I've already got the airframe, and I'm working on the power plant.
And so you all were still COVID, everything was still affected by COVID a lot when
Yes.
y'all were in, so you had some things virtual as best you could, but you were here in this shop working on airframes and on motors in layman's terms.
Yeah, we started out in the hangar in Gray. They had another building, and then we moved in October of 2021 into this hangar. So we've been here ever since then.
And both of you, would you recommend this for folks who are looking for we'll get to your career path in a second, but would you recommend it to other folks?
Absolutely, 100%.
I think there's a huge demand for people.
Did y'all always know you wanted to work with your hands and liked these kind of things, or did you sort of just find out about it and
Just figured it out along the way.
Yeah.
And what are y'all going to do now that you're graduates? What you've got both your certifications and you're still working on
My
one of
last
them,
certification.
but it will be coming soon.
Yes, sir.
What are y'all going to do in the next month or so?
Start working on helicopters.
Yeah, we both got jobs at Wysong across the runway here.
So you won't you'll be used to driving here every day,
Yes,
I guess,
sir.
or every other day. Well, every day for them. And that's a helicopter operation. And I understand you had other offers or other opportunities. This was just the one that you chose was the best fit for you.
Yes,
Is that pretty? There are 22 of you in this class?
Yes, 22.
correct.
And everybody either is getting a job, has the promise or the prospect of one.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Definitely prospects.
Anything else about the program or what you think of it or what you'd like to leave people with?
If you like mechanics and you're not really sure what to do, I think it's a great program to get started in, especially if you're young. There's a lot of paths to go down. So,
Yeah, if you're willing to dedicate your time to something that will have enormous benefits for you, this is definitely what you want to do.
And we also have here one of the instructors, and if you could give us your name
My name is George Carey.
and what do you you were one of their instructors?
I didn't have this particular cohort. I worked with the second cohort. I started in April. And so I was 17 years at Bell Helicopter, and then 6 years before that, Moody Aviation in Elizabethton, and been in aviation my whole career. And so I was hired to add the avionics curriculum to the airframe and power plant program.
Oh, okay, so that's something they weren't in that because it's just been
That's right.
added. But how long have you been in the airframe and power plant and avionics and aircraft and all that?
I started I started in A&P school. I went to Spartan in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I started in 1976 in Spartan. So just a few years.
How many are on staff here?
There's
Faculty.
four of us. So four of us.
And if folks are considering this, what would you recommend or tell them to sort of think about if they're, want to come talk to y'all? What do they need to know, or what's their marching orders, so to speak?
So it's an associate degree program, which is really nice, they do one semester of their gen ed classes, and then it's really more than 3 semesters because they go through the summertime as well. But I think it's a great program. Like I said, I started out with my airframe power plant license, and then kind of started working in avionics. And as Dalton said, there's a lot of different kinds of opportunities to different career paths, and sometimes just whatever kind of opportunities present themselves. But I kind of went into avionics, and then I got a degree in electrical engineering. And but I've worked in aviation really my whole career, and just had a lot of great opportunities. So I think it's a wide open kind of a career path and opportunities in the local area, but also throughout the country and really throughout the world.